Well, young piano players will be competing to perform at the 2026 Lift Every Voice and Sing Festival. It is the second annual festival, and here to tell us about it is Sharon Coon. She is the founder and president of Friends of the Brentwood Library and a local legend. Welcome back.
Well, good morning, and thank you for inviting me again.
Well, I'm glad to have you. So this year marks 126 years since Lift Every Voice and Sing was performed for the first time. This piano competition is a tribute to the Jacksonville brothers, James Weldon and Rosamond Johnson, who wrote this song.
Yes, but it's more than about the piano, the kids performing. The kids are actually participating in making the history, preserving the history, because James Weldon Johnson and Rosamond Johnson were amazing songwriters and musicians. And we're preparing the kids for our next generation of greatness in the arts and mastering at piano as they did and the contributions that they made.
People, if they want to compete to perform in the February 20th, final day of this event, they have to submit an audition tape by Tuesday, February 3rd. So that deadline is nearing, but they're kind of all age groups. There is a prize for the winner in each category. And this is part of an overall multi program festival and celebration.
Yes, it is. But what I like it about the most, even with the piano competition, they're going to learn the meaning behind the words, lift every verse, lift every voice and sing the standards. They're also going to learn the history behind James Weldon Johnson and Rosamond Johnson, so they understand the part of the history tradition that they're going to keep going. The other events that we have that's coming up, we have the exhibit from the Smithsonian Institute, Voters for Women's, that's going to take place at the Brentwood branch. We have this symposium that was written by James Weldon Johnson, topic on our democracy and the ballot, that was written in 1923, that is still relevant to this day, this present in time. That's why history and African American history is American history. That's why it's important that we connect to our past, because there are a lot of life experiences that we learn from that help bring us together to understand. The things that separate us is the ignorance and not knowing. Once we learn our culture and our history, we can embrace the world.
When you talk about the meaning behind Lift Every Voice and Sing, just tell us a little bit about what that is for you.
First of all, I see it as a prayer. When the time James Weldon Johnson was asked to write this speech for the celebration of Abraham Lincoln's birthday, he started off writing it, and then he considered, instead of writing a speech, he wrote a poem. Then he shared it with his brother to turn it into a song. And the beauty behind it, it happened right here in Jacksonville. This is the hub. We are the center of a global figure of James Weldon Johnson right here from Jacksonville. So the song during that time, right after the Civil War period, it was tough. It was during a time when challenges dealing with race relations, dealing with people being hung, lynched. But this song here gives you a song of faith, a song of hope, and letting you know that you can, regardless of what your challenges are in life, you can get through it.
Well, it is going to be a great festival. It's a great annual celebration of the song by James Weldon Johnson and Rosamond Johnson. It's Saturday, February 7th at the Hicks Auditorium in the Main Library. It starts at 10 a.m. And again, the deadline to submit a video audition to participate is February 3rd. Sharon Coon, thanks so much for being here today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thanks to everyone for listening and for calling in today.